Hello, this is Big Boss Rescue Chief of Humane Emergency Animal Rescue. Welcome to our series, Animal Rescue Postmortem, where we analyze the good, the bad, and the ugly of animal rescues throughout the world. Volume 6, video number 15. Before I get going, I should let you know a little bit about my background so you can understand where I'm coming from a little better. I've been working with animals, all kinds of animal species, as a zookeeper, as a animal control officer, humane investigator, or cruelty investigator. And I've dealt with some extremely violent, vicious attack dogs who are trained to kill other dogs. That's their whole purpose, was fighting dogs. I've been backup for other animal control officers. When I was working in the shelters, animal control officers would come and get me to be their backup because of my animal handling skills and my ability to capture aggressive dogs using nothing more than a catch pole, okay? And then my firearms experience began in 1974. I've been an avid shooter since then. I've been handling firearms since then. I'm a certified range safety officer. I've worked professionally as a range safety officer. And so you'll see where I'm going with this video and the reason I'm telling you those two separate things and how they apply here. And I just want you to know a little bit about my background. I just want to make sure that I kind of covered everything. Okay, and let's go to the 4 firearm safety rules. Oh, just a little note. You'll notice I'm up here in this corner in this video because of most of the activity that we see in the video is actually happening right over here. I had to make this video over because I didn't realize I was blocking it until I looked at it. So, all right, let's get going here. What we're going to do is we're going to see a police officer violate every safety rule there is to do with firearms and end up shooting a lady. Okay? Man. Alright, so you want to see people do insane stuff with firearms, go be a range safety officer for a couple of weeks on a range. You won't believe what you see going on over there. Alright, so let's check this out. And just by the way, I'm aware of 2 police officers who shot and killed themselves by a negligent discharge on gun ranges here in South Florida over the course of a year. Those weren't intentional suicides. They were negligent discharges, and they killed themselves. All right, so police officers, just because they're a police officer, doesn't mean they have any expertise in the use of a firearm whatsoever. And I can prove that to you on a gun range. Okay. Treat all guns as if they're always loaded. Anyone who carries a firearm for... Oh, that's what I didn't tell you. Anyone who carries firearms for self-defense knows this. You always treat your firearm as if it's loaded. And these are the 4 firearm rules that you teach everybody. Any experienced firearm person, instructor, whatever the case is, before you hand a firearm over to somebody, this is what you want them to know. These are just the basics, okay? This is just the getting started point. The other thing that I didn't tell you, I'm a firm believer in the self-defense and the Second Amendment of the United States. So much so, I've been carrying a firearm for self-defense since 1982. There's one on my side, right down here right now, okay? So I put my money where my mouth is. Never let the muzzle point at anything you're not willing to destroy or kill. Keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on target and you've made the decision to shoot. Be sure of your target and what is behind it. Let me go down here real quick. Alright, number 4, be sure your target and what's behind it. This is another rule that applies to recreational shooting and self-defense situations. You might also have heard, always know what your backstop is. That means anything beyond what you are shooting, whether it is 1 inch or 1 mile, you need to know what's back there so that if you are using a firearm, not only on the range, but for self-defense, that you don't shoot people behind here, because a round could penetrate the person that you are shooting, the person or dog you're shooting in a self-defense situation, go straight through that person and kill somebody behind it. Alright, so that's why we talk about knowing what your backstop is, what is back there. And then this is a good little note here for this website. In self-defense situations, this rule can be more difficult to assess and follow on the fly. That means as things are evolving, it can be difficult, but it is absolutely essential that you do it. We're going to see why here in this video. It's important to identify your target, be sure that you want to take a shot, and know what lies behind your target. Even if you hit your target, an over-penetrating bullet may hit something that you don't intend to shoot. It could be one of your relatives, someone you love dearly, your own dog, while your dog's being attacked. Okay, so you have lots of considerations to factor in a very quick, short period of time. Always ensure there are no innocent bystanders behind or in front of your target. That's pretty self-explanatory. Are pretty obvious, right? Okay, we're going to watch this police officer here, this deputy or sheriff's deputy, violate all of that. We know that he's carrying a gun for self-defense, so we know that it's loaded. So there's the assumption and the first-hand knowledge that he loaded that gun. He knows it's loaded. That's why it's on his side. And what? Let's see. Let me. Okay. This is the officer's own body-worn camera. It's picking up, one, there's dog activity at the front, at the door.
Yeah.
Can we hear that? Can you hear it? I can hear it very clearly. Okay, so I'm going to mute the sound. So we have established there are dogs on the site here on scene, and that they are behind this door. That should be obvious to anyone at this point. It's sure obvious to me, as bad as this footage is. So this officer here, and I guess I may have not have said it at the beginning, but this video and all the opinions expressed in it are solely those of mine. They are no reflection of what Humane Emergency Animal Rescue feels, and it's my opinion. So you sue-happy nutcases attorneys don't have a freaking case. This guy here, in my opinion, this police officer is unstable. He is one of the most dangerous people on the planet to have a firearm in his hands, and he shouldn't be allowed to own a gun. Okay, so let's go back onto this situation here and watch what happens. The police officer, I'm going to keep saying police officer, deputy, whatever. This deputy is right-handed. He gets scared of a dog that runs out the door, but there's some key things that you need to be looking for. Let's see if I can catch this. Okay, the deputy, there's a sheriff's deputy at the door. He's knocking on the door, trying to establish contact with one of the occupants. Watch what his reaction is when the dogs come out. Here they come. He's no more concerned of those dogs inside that house than he is like a marshmallow dropping on his head. I don't know. I can't think of a good example. All right. This deputy back here, the scaredy cat, the coward that he is, he knows those dogs are in there at this point. So if he's frightened of dogs, he has an obligation to extricate himself from the situation and go hide in the patrol car where he belongs. He actually belongs at home. He doesn't belong down on the street. Because I can tell you from first-hand experience at being armed back up for police officers and having police officers armed backing me up on incidents, that I wouldn't want this guy within a mile of me with a firearm in his hand. He's too stupid, he's too cowardly, and he is so reckless that he shouldn't be in possession of a firearm. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the volume up here because this is how things evolve. I think I got that off.
Get back! Get your dog! Kill him! Get your dog!
Okay, we just saw, this is the muzzle of the gun here, where I'm highlighting on the screen. We can see part of the outline of his hand. He has now violated number 4, and he's pointing at in this direction. So now we know there are dogs here, there's a deputy here, and there's the occupant or occupants of the home. And this guy has pointed his gun in their direction. He's not using the sights. It's too far off to the side for him to be using the sights. So you see how he has already violated all of the safety rules here. Okay? Now he's gone so far as to fire a round. He just let a round go in the direction of this deputy.
Get back! You better get back! I'll kill it! Get back!
Okay, this tiny little dog here doesn't look like it weighs more than 10 pounds.
Get back! Get back! You better get back!
He should have extricated. He should have extricated himself. Took his little cowardly self back to the car. Yeah, I know I got to work with some of you police officers out there, and we got to work together. But if this is you, go home. Don't ever come back out into the field again.
Get your dog! You better get that. Get your dog.
So he fired that round in the direction of
How?
this officer here.
Get back! You better get back! I'll kill it!
Then he fires again for a second time, right there. Okay. He just shot that lady. What I think happened is it ricocheted. So let's get this footage here. I'm going to slow it down by half, because what I want you to see is how many times he actually points in their direction. There's 1, 2. And look at him. He's raising that up enough to shoot this police officer over here. 3. 4. He has never pulled that firearm to properly aim it at anything. He's just pointing. Now he's got it here. Fires around. This lady goes down. I believe this was a ricochet that hit her. It doesn't matter. The point is that every one of those firearm basic, the most basic, the first 4 rules you learn about firearm safety, he broke every one of those rules. This person doesn't belong on the police department. He's too unstable. He's too scared. If you're frightened of dogs, I can understand there's a legitimate concern with dog safety there. I don't get attacked by dogs either. And I do have a lot of experience, so I have probably a different confidence level than a lot of people would have. However, this guy is too frightening. He's so frightened that he can't think clearly. That he's committing egregious acts with a firearm in his hand. If you or I did that, we'd be arrested for brandishing, reckless endangerment. They would come up with probably at least 5 charges. Okay, this is this is unacceptable behavior. Under any circumstances, there are absolutely no circumstances which this is okay. Period. Says me. None. There's no circumstances where his behavior is acceptable. Absolutely none. None. Hey, thanks for video suggestions like this, because I may not have seen these on the internet, but police officers, deputy sheriffs, law enforcement, you've got to know, even though I need to work with you out there and we need to maintain a good relationship, this is the kind of officer you are. I don't want you anywhere near me. I don't believe you should be on the police department. And if you're doing this kind of thing with a firearm, you shouldn't own firearms. Because you're going to kill somebody. He shoots a lady, but he could have killed any one of those people there. Okay? That is unacceptable. If somebody was doing this crap on the gun range, we'd pack their guns up, take them up to the front of the range, and kick them off the range because they're too dangerous. Thanks for the suggestion. Hey, go to our website, sign up for our email newsletter. We do not sell and we do not spam your email. That's unacceptable to me. No way. Please consider a donation. If you need to contact us, use the contact form there on the website. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free. Hello, free. Free, free. Like the videos and share them on your social media. That helps grow the channel and support our mission. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think, whether you don't or do like this video. If you need to send us a link to a video you want to see covered, please leave a brief description and the link in the comment section below. Yeah, I mean, you see how this is. And then just a real quick note. He goes and he gets on the phone with somebody and he starts making excuses. Oh, no, she's just got a scratch. I didn't shoot her. Well, she goes to the hospital. She has a bullet in her leg. So this guy's just... He has no integrity. This guy won't say, yeah, I did it. All right, so they're just going to try to get out of it so that they don't get sued. One of the best things he said, well, I've got it on my body cam. She says, yeah, that's good because you're going to need it when I take you to court. Okay, so I definitely like this lady here. Thank you for the love and the support that you give us. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, we can feel it. We can feel it. It's really great to experience, and we hope that it comes back to you. That's it for this video.